Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to show you how to defeat the enemy on one of the hardest difficulties, which is Death March. Um, what the quest is for, should I say, sorry, it's wandering in the dark, how to defeat the Golem very easily. Now, I'm just using the basic Quen, and in terms of my inventory, I haven't really got the best. I got a source of 108 damage, but just to make this a bit more difficult, I'm going to use the Witch's Silver Sword, and we're gonna use it. So the key thing you want to use is Quen. You want to use a combination of Quen and then a heavy attack. I'll explain it all when we get into the scene. So the key thing is you want to basically use Quen immediately, and you want to roll around. That's the most important thing, is rolling around. Now, if you have no food or you have nothing, the key is to stay behind these columns. And what you want to do is you want to do a heavy attack and then run away. So don't do these light attacks. Now, the light attacks, they don't even do that much damage unless you have a really good silver sword, but even then, the best thing to do is do a heavy attack and then run away. Now, because it's on Death March and I've got a low weapon, it's going to take a bit of a long time, but this is the key. And try to always hit Golem from behind, because the Golem, you see, the key thing with the Golem is you get more damage, which is critical damage from behind, and I use this column as a kind of a way to kind of prevent, him from attacking me. Now, if you do find that, there's a situation where the Golem can actually attack you, just stay behind the column, and then, for example, like that, and jump away. If you ever find that, for example, you're in open space like here, and you're in a situation, try to jump away twice. You see that? Because he does that rolling type animation. When you're behind the column, you're basically protected, if that makes sense. So, key thing here is, and don't forget, Kira's going to help you. So, heavy attack or strong attack, and then roll away. And then initiate the heavy attack from somewhat far away, so you can see like that. Again like that. Now you obviously don't have to use the column, but it makes it extremely easier, and I think it's really, really effective. Now if you really want to, you can use Higany. You can, for example, it's not really as effective, but you can use, for example, Yarden. Yarden's very good. So if you really want to make very good, let's say you're still finding it difficult and you got no food whatsoever, you can just camp behind this the entire time. Let Kira do some of the damage. She won't obviously do everything. Activate Quen, and then have Yarden, how you say it. Stay behind a column like so. Wait for, I suppose you can say, your abilities to go back up, and as I'm using the basic ones, activate the magic trap, and then run away like that. If you really want to, but it's not worth it. You can use Axie as well. Axie basically stuns the opponent, but it's not worth it, I'll be honest. I just prefer to just use 2. So go behind obstacle, especially if you've got no bread or anything, you haven't got any food supplies. Activate Quen, attack him, roll away. Attack him, roll away. One attack, roll away. One attack, roll away. One attack, roll away. Now, once you become like an expert at this, you can start rolling behind him and kind of deliberately trying to force him, because you, as I said, you get critical damage from behind. So you can, deliberately roll behind him. It is a bit complicated though. Just make sure you don't get hit. Make sure you don't get hit. Get that? Try to go behind him. Go behind him. Try to go behind him. Roll away. I've got no Quen. I'm just going to go behind this column like so. And if you're on an easy difficulty, this should be fairly easy for you. I'm just playing this at a harder difficulty just to make it a bit, just to give you an example. So like, for example, roll away twice. Luckily there, kind of glitched out a bit. Again, going to stay behind a column, and even if he runs at me now and does that running type animation, the column is going to basically block his attack. So always, generally speaking, in Witcher, always try to use your surroundings as a way to kind of protect you. So generally speaking, whenever you're in any battle, try to use your surroundings to the best of your ability. Like here, for example, I got hit. I'm going to go behind again. Activate Quen. And to be honest, if you're on like a basic level, you should be able to get this. Realistically speaking, you should be able to get this done in a couple of minutes. This is just done out. Roll away twice. See, the key thing when he does that is roll away twice. Columns. And I'll show you back to the column method. The column method is basically attack. Wait for him to basically do an attack. Like that. Then go behind. Like that. Wait for him to do attack. Then go behind. He's stunned now. Cute. Go behind. And that's it. Very simply. Another tip as well. Another quick tip. Once you've looted your the golem, you can open these chests, and if, for example, you find the loot is not that good, what you can do is you can save the game before you open the chest, and then you can basically open it again. There's a higher chance you might get a better reward. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, and see you next time, I suppose.